Hello everybody, this is SMK here, and I've got a set of matches here versus a certain player that I just happened to come across in player matches in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 here. And so, this is basically like one of the first times I was using TN, and I went to, before I used him, I obviously went to training mode to figure out some stuff, and basically what I learned was that he does have a guaranteed combo, like very easy to land well, it's not easy, I guess, technically speaking, but he does have a link into stamina break from one of his strings, and it's actually from his four times square. If you look at his leg at the right time, like right there, see right there, that is the link you want to land with TN. It's actually, while I was saying it was easy at first, it's actually not very easy to get. I think it's close to somewhere around, I don't know what the exact frames would be, but if I had to guess, it's a pretty tight window, because if you don't buffer the stamina break at all, then you're not going to get it, basically. Like, you have to literally buffer in the stamina break right as TN's leg is about to hit the other person. And that's how you get the stamina break. Now, I don't know. I mean, obviously, you could do a stamina break, link into stamina break from one of his pursuit combos that he has, but I don't do that. I have not done that. I haven't tried it. I assume you can do it because most characters can anyway, but I haven't done it. Anyway. Excuse me. This first match, I want to say right now, this guy picked really annoying stages. He picked the jankiest stages he could possibly pick. So first he picked the space stage, Earth. And the reason why this stage is janky is because, while yes, there aren't many obstacles in the way, the reason why it's janky is because of how low the stage goes, and just how big the stage is, basically, is the main problem with it. You'll see in this match, and even the next one, he picks a roughly similar stage, that I will drop my combos because of how low the stage goes, like how far down it goes. And I think you're about to see that happen here, almost. Oh, no, yeah, there it is. So I drop it, because I go for Volleyball Fist, and I went for Volleyball Fist because I thought maybe it would work, but it didn't. I was hoping it would work, and I could get a little extra damage off of it. What I probably should have done is, I should have done the key volley, the key volley ultimate that he has, which, by the way, I had completely forgotten he had that in these matches. So I never do it. I completely forgot. I thought he only had Neo Tri-Beam. But yeah, basically this guy catches me when I use too much of my stamina, and so he stamina breaks me, and that gives him a slight health advantage, and the time runs out. So I basically lose this match here. It sucks. But that's what happened, and a large part of that was because of the stage, because the way I play this game is I want there to be flat ground so I can go down to the ground and regain my stamina. When there's a stage that does not have any ground for you to stand on to get stamina up, I consider it a very stupid stage. I consider it to be a very awful stage for my playstyle. It's basically what I'm trying to say is it's in their favor. They're picking that stage to be advantageous on, because I can't play on those stages. Those stages are just too awful for me. So see here again, he picks another space stage, and I don't know why anyone would willingly pick these stages other than to be different and annoy the other person, because as far as I know, a lot of people don't like these space stages for actual versus matches, just because of how big they are. For maybe 3v3, it's fine. Maybe even 2v2, these stages are fine. But 1v1, these stages are not okay. So now, one reason you might be wondering is why I changed my TN alt, why I changed to a different set, and that was because this set has Meteor Strike, which is actually pretty nice to combo into. It is a little inconsistent. Because of the netcode in this game, while you could land all the hits for it offline in training mode, and online you're gonna find that he's probably gonna fall out of the last hit of Meteor Strike, which really sucks. It just really sucks, because you then you're trading like maybe 2 or 3 key bars of maybe a little bit more damage just for the chance to look cool. Anyway, so I land my first stamina break, and you'll see that I drop it because, again, the space stage, I can't. And then I luckily sort of pick it back up, but it doesn't even matter because, like I said, the last hit of Meteor Strike missed. I'm not sure why it misses like that when you get the first hit, and what it could be because he had just gotten his stamina back, and so he's able to, obviously vanish out, but it looked like he vanished out well before I was even going to hit him. So, yeah, I'm not really sure why that last hit misses. But anyway, now we're back in the neutral game here, and my goal is to lower his stamina to a point where I can stamina break him again, and clearly that's not working. This guy, he doesn't know how to play Goku Black. You can tell he doesn't know how to play Goku Black because he keeps doing Shockwave at the wrong time and knocking me really far away. And not only that, but he doesn't know any stamina break combos with Goku Black. So he's not good with him at all. I think he just picked him because I was playing Tien, and he's like, oh, let me play a character I don't know how to play. Little did he know that I know how to play Tien. It's just the stage is really messing up my playstyle. And this guy didn't stop picking stages that didn't have flat ground either. The next match, he also picks a stage that doesn't have flat ground. At least most of the stage doesn't. So, and finally I catch him, but unfortunately he gets his stamina back, and my stamina break misses because he vanishes out. Smart by him to vanish out. Honestly, personally, I think I actually would have just taken the stamina break, though, because if you're above 2 bars of stamina, your stamina will recover more quickly from a stamina break than compared to when you have less than 1 bar. If you have less than 1 bar, it's the slowest it can possibly be. And then time runs out, and I wasn't even trying to timer scam him. Unlike the last match where he was intentionally now going for time when 20 seconds were on the clock. So, yeah. This guy wasn't really fun to play against, I'll say that much. And I'm obviously picking a character that I would basically consider to be either lower mid-tier or maybe even low tier in general, because Tien doesn't do a lot of damage. Like, the way they distributed his stats is they distributed his stats very evenly. He's almost like if you picked a custom created character, and you balanced out all his stats. That's basically what you would get. You would get Tien, and I think that isn't really good, because look how much damage this does. That doesn't do anything. That didn't do any damage at all. And I mean, yeah, there was a couple of light attacks and whatnot, but still, I feel like he shouldn't be doing that little damage. And all of his sets, all of his presets are balanced that way. Except I think maybe his Resurrection of F alt is a little bit stronger, but not much. But yeah, anyway, as you can see, he picked the Destroyed Cell Games arena, which, again, another stage that doesn't really have flat ground. I mean, it has some flat ground, but if you go into these spots, you'll see the camera is just really awful. So it's, again, not very nice. It's not very advantageous to me. So, yeah, anyway, another thing to note is that this is a 3-bar connection. So you're going to see a lot of weird stuff happening where my hits aren't hitting him and aren't connecting and all this other nonsense. At least there aren't a ton of clashes going on, because that can get really annoying online with 3-bar connections. As if, like, sometimes you have a 3-bar connection, you will almost always get into a clash with somebody, like, 90% of the time if you're both attacking at the same time. It's really annoying. Let's see. Okay, so he starts to panic vanish a lot here, and that's what gets him into trouble, because the moment I see he has, like, no stamina left, I'm starting to go for stamina breaks, but unfortunately I dropped that one because I didn't buffer the stamina break right. And this time I did the stamina break a little earlier than I normally do, and so he didn't block. He wasn't holding L1. I think what a lot of people need to do is they need to start holding L1 for blocking when even if they know they're gonna still continue to get hit, because you never know when someone's gonna throw out a stamina break in the middle of their combo. So that's what got him, down really low, and then we're just in this last stretch of health and time here. He didn't have a very good Beerus. I was afraid he was going to have abuse God of Destruction's anger, but he didn't really. So that was actually okay, I guess. And then I catch him again, but this time I don't go for the stamina break because I know I can just finish him with a normal combo. Unfortunately, I mess it up though, but I get a grab and I win. So yeah. Not too much to really say about that match, honestly. It was just a lot of neutral and forcing him into a situation where he would panic vanish a lot, so I could continue to get into a stamina break situation. But yeah, now I don't remember if there were a couple matches before this one, but I think there were. This was the last match we played, and he picked his custom character. Okay, and so I noticed I didn't really get a chance to look at what his moves were, but I try to do that if I can. I think I did see reverse Mabusenko at the time, but again, it's really, even if you know someone has reverse Mabusenko, it's really freaking hard to actually know when they're going to use it, because they can just throw it out at any time as long as they have 3 bars of ki or more. So it can get really frustrating. You can't really predict it, basically, because it's a counter. And counters in any fighting game, even Smash Brothers, can be extremely hard to predict when they're going to do it if they don't do it very often. This guy was not doing it as much as I thought he would. At the time, it made me forget about it completely that he actually had it. But yeah, right away, I'm playing Future Gohan here. I know Future Gohan's stamina break combos. He's got such an easy one to land from his normal square combo. Unfortunately, I dropped the combo because, again, this stage is garbage. It's not a fun stage to play on. I don't know why anyone would pick it willingly, but this guy did. This guy likes these stages that take place mostly in the sky. I don't understand why, but that's just his preference, I guess. But anyway, this match is almost done. Let's see. Oh, another. Yep, I go for the stamina break again. Yeah. That's what happened. So, pretty much, I try to take advantage of it, but again, my Sonic Rush drops. Sonic Rush can drop sometimes online. I think it depends on, the angle you are hitting them with the Sonic Rush that determines whether or not Gohan will continue to follow it up correctly, at least in my experience. He just throws out Beerus' attack for some reason, and then a lot of neutral, sidestepping. Again, the reason why I do that is because... Oh, and then here we go. Yep. Okay, so... Luckily enough, Future Gohan's escape move perfectly counters reverse Mabusenko, because you can make it last as long as reverse Mabusenko, and it'll knock them back if you press X again. And that won me the game. So, let me get a stamina break off, and yeah, alright, well, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Catch you later. Peace.